Okay, so this is different for me. I don't know how much or how this will work exactly, but it's my first time doing it. I'm doing something different, breaking out of my scared box of being a fear, public speaking, all that stuff. So I'm just gonna talk on this, and if someone does come on, cool. If not, that's cool also. So this little video is just gonna be about to chat about dealing with someone, dealing with a breakup, and learning how to move on from it. So, I recently got out of a relationship, and I think for this particular relationship, what the worst part for me was I felt like I gave my all to someone. I know that, in past relationships, I wasn't always, you know, doing the things that were actually needed to be done. But this time around, I actually did um, you know, what I needed to do. And it really hurt. I did. It really hurt because I didn't get the same in return. Through this process of dealing with this particular person, I learned that a lot of times I'd find myself with these expectations on him. Um, I would explain to him what I would like, and in every single way he did kind of tell me pretty much what he was capable of. But I didn't listen to any of that. I didn't listen to it. And it just, because it just kind of hurt. Yeah, 'cause it really hurt to know that when you love someone and you really make yourself raw for them to see the real you, the one that's you don't share with everybody. It hurts to not get it back in return. It really, really hurts. So that's the process I'm understanding and I'm dealing with. This is different for me because this time around, I know everyone's been hurt. It's just about learning the right way to deal with this breakup. I have been turning to God. That's what I've been doing. I've been praying, I've been reading my Bible, and I've just been actively talking, talking to God. So I've been doing talking to God about it and just telling him my every thought, my every feeling. I probably talked to him about every little thing today, to be completely honest. I know I did. I had some moments where I started to feel down and then talked to him about it, and I felt better. I was watching a sermon by Sarah Jakes, and she was talking about control. And I realized that even though God had actually told me in a dream that I was going to get married, I was so focused on trying to figure out how to control, how to make it happen the way I wanted it to happen. And I wasn't understanding that that's not how the process works. Um, you have to wait for God and just let him do it his way, because the way I want to do it may not even be the right way. Most likely it's not. Because God knows all, sees all. He can see things way ahead of time. I couldn't see it ahead of time. So just learning how to let go of the control of trying to change the narrative. I keep thinking at times that I'm the author of my life. And realistically, I'm not the author. It's God is the author of my life. He's the one that is like, I got this great plan for you. I want you to do all these things. He said, I want you to write a book. He said, I want you to get a house. He said, I really want you to do some things, because you are a vessel that I'm going to have to use to reach out to some people. So, me not understanding that fact, really, really, truly understanding that, I can say I understand it all day, but I know I didn't understand it. So I was fighting so hard for a relationship that God was literally trying to pull me out of. When I say He gave me signs, He gave me signs. It couldn't have been any clearer. It couldn't have been any more clear that said, hey, oh yeah, walk away from this situation. Just walk away. But I continued to hold on regardless of what God was telling me. So I'm learning that I'm going to start walking in the manner of beautifully made. God placed in my heart, He placed so much love and kindness, empathy. He gave me those gifts. And for a little while, I actually thought it was a bad thing, because I was allowing myself to love hard on this man. Love so hard on this man. But he was only capable to give me a portion of what I was giving him. And when I say he was only capable, I don't mean it as a blame thing. It's just a fact. He was only capable to do so much for me and return so much to me. So I had to forgive him. I really had to forgive him for that. So I could find a way to move forward with my life and do the things that I actually wanted to do. A lot of times the biggest thing we get scared of about trusting God, let's be real, trusting God is not an easy thing. It's not easy at all. And let's be real as far as why it's not easy. God is here with us. Yes, you understand that fact. But our minds, we're walking in our flesh, and we're thinking with our flesh. Our flesh is saying, I need a physical live body that is here right now. I need a physical live body that's here. If Jesus was sitting right next to each of us, we could touch his hand physically, it'd be so easy. But that's not what faith is. Faith is understanding that he's there. He's in every way possible. His presence, I can feel. I know I can feel when His presence is there. I know that I can feel when His presence is there. So, trusting God is a hard thing. It's like any relationship, you have to work actively to try to understand that person. And God, you have to treat them the same exact way. That's what I'm learning. I have to treat them the same exact way I would treat a physical person sitting right next to me. Put in the work. I was distracted by this relationship. I was distracted completely. And yeah, I had some good times. But God came through for me so much. He came through. I prayed and I asked God to actually help remove this man from my life because I don't know how to do it myself. I did that. So, guys, it's just about learning to love, learning to trust, and know that whatever steps and whatever dream God has put in your heart, He's still going to do it. He's still going to do it. But you have to follow Him. You have to listen to Him. You gotta. Right now, there are no views on here, but I know God is hearing me. I know He's watching. He's always watching me, but I know He sees this. You gotta step out there on faith and just do it. Just step out there on faith and just do it. Just run. Getting so stuck in how we think something's supposed to be or how we think a situation is supposed to play out. That's what happened to me. I realized was really wanting the situation to play out the way I wanted it to play out. Had everything set up in my mind, everything, little thing planned out. Didn't happen that way. But that's because God knew better. He knew completely better. And I am thankful for that. I watched a sermon today, and in a sermon, she talked about how you have to be real with God, like real with God, not just I love you, Lord, and the standard thing that you do praise Him, do all that stuff, yes, but you have to be real with God because the way she explained it was if you're not real with God about how you're feeling, if you're not giving Him those emotions, that angerness, that bitterness, and explaining to Him, hey, maybe, God, listen, I'm kind of upset right now. You told me this, and I don't see anything happening. He'll talk back to you, and He'll answer you. Talk to you and answer you. You just have to really just get real with God because that's what He wants. He wants you to get real with Him 110%. A relationship with God is just like a relationship with your brother, your sister, your mom, your brother, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. It's the same. If you allow something to fester and you don't mention anything in that relationship, what happens? You end up feeling angry and holding things in. And eventually, your relationship might not be the same with that person. That distance. When she said that, that was perfect and it just hit home. But yeah, I've struggled with building a relationship with God because maybe I've been angry about some things. So today I just gave it all to Him. And I'm still going to give Him more, I'm sure, because there's things that I don't know. I know there are things that are deep down inside my brain somewhere that are hiding in there. And they're going to find the right time to come out. And I'm going to say, hey, God, He's going to pull them out. He's going to make me notice those things. So this is my life. This is my therapy. And just know that God is always, 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 always on time. There's no such thing as a coincidence. God will meet you halfway. Sometimes He'll carry you. Sometimes He wants you to meet Him halfway. If you meet Him halfway, He'll be right there to hold your hand, wipe your tears, give you strength, make you strong, all those things. He'll be there to do that. So that's the end of my stream. Thank you for listening.